It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 16th of August. I'm James Spann. We're going to see scattered thunderstorms across Alabama today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Not raining everywhere, but where the storms do form, they could be strong. And next week, a refreshing air mass drops in here. We don't say that often in August around here. So a lot to talk about. This is the upper air look early this morning. And you can see a trough that's up over Minnesota, Wisconsin, well to the north, and that'll be helping to push a front down this way, and that will bring the chance of those scattered strong storms through Sunday. It'll be a slow process, but that front should be through here by Sunday night. We'll check the radar composite early this morning. Alabama dry. You can see thunderstorms over at southeastern Missouri, the northwestern corner of Tennessee, northeast Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on those. It's a warm summer night in Birmingham, 80. It's that UHI, Urban Heat Island effect. Most spots are in the 70s. We're expecting highs in the low and mid-90s in most spots today, much like yesterday. And understand everybody's going to be in the 90s today, but some counties are in the orange. That means the heat index might hit 105, and that's over on the western half of the state. So here's a look at the severe weather outlook today. In advance of that surface front, there's a risk of severe storms arcing from Chicago and Detroit down into parts of the deep south and curving back up into the high plain states. In Alabama, we have a low-end marginal risk. That's level 1 out of level 5, basically from I-20 north for this afternoon and this evening. The main threat, strong gusty winds. And really, it's almost identical tomorrow. The risk just doesn't change much. Along and north of Interstate 20, chance of strong gusty winds where storms develop, and it will not rain everywhere. And then on Sunday, we have a marginal risk over much of the state. And again, this is level 1 out of level 5. There's no concern with tornadoes. The main concern, just gusty winds or microbursts, local areas of strong straight-line winds with these thunderstorms. Here's the larger area on Sunday, the risk running from Arkansas up the Atlantic coast. So here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. Numbers have come up a little bit. This is suggesting rain amounts might exceed 1 inch over the northern third of the state between now and Friday of next week. And scattered storms will be most active today, tomorrow, and Sunday. After that, much of next week looking dry. And, of course, these maps are very hard to draw in summertime because of the uneven distribution of rain. But hopefully some folks will get a decent downpour over the next 3 days. The tropics, and again, if you take out Ernesto, it is remarkably quiet for mid-August, all the way from the Gulf to the coast of Africa. But Ernesto is on the board. Looks a little lopsided this morning. That means probably some dry air getting into the system. The wind's 100 miles per hour. That might be a little generous. It's certainly possible. And the center this morning is about 320 miles south-southwest of Bermuda. And again, there's no change in the forecast track. This thing will basically go right over that small island tomorrow morning in about 24 to 30 hours from now. Potentially as a Category 2 hurricane, maybe a Category 1. But obviously that's the main concern. It's for Bermuda. This is well east of the United States, of course. And, of course, as it gets up in the North Atlantic, weakening begins, and it becomes post-tropical over the colder waters. And again, maybe skirting the Canadian Maritimes late this weekend, but far, far east of the United States. Here's a look at the wind velocity, and really you can see things are on the downhill slope after today as it encounters dry air, some shear, and the cooler water. All right, model fans, let's talk about the weekend. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 4. Got the upper high to the west. We have a trough to the north, driving a surface front down and through here. A surface low is over upper Michigan. And again, the idea is along that front, we'll see some scattered showers and storms developing. Let's go to the high-res HER model. This is valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and it's not really bullish. Like I'm telling you guys, I don't want people to get the illusion it's going to rain everywhere. It's not. I would suggest most people will not get rain today. But again, where the storms can form during the heat of the day, they could be pretty strong. So tomorrow, the surface low is still over Michigan. The surface front is just slowly creeping here. It's not going to just rush in here. And again, we'll see scattered storms in advance of the front. Back to the high-res HER. This is valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And if this is right, this is suggesting the better chance of scattered storms would be from Interstate 20 south. But again, just let me say, use this with caution. We all know that even these good high-resolution mesoscale models can struggle with summer convection, with weak forcing. But scattered storms about. Highs tomorrow should be in the low 90s in most spots. And on Sunday, this is the GFS. It looks pretty dry. The front should be pushing through the central part of the state. And let's go to the high-res NAM. This is valid Sunday afternoon at 1. It shows nothing. But again, SPC's got this big marginal risk on Sunday. And again, it's going to be scattered. So just understand, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, we'll have scattered showers and storms. And by scattered, that means most places will not get wet. But where the storms do form, they could pack a punch. Monday, we start to get into a different air mass. Highs drop in the 80s for the northern half of the state. The dew points come way down. Tuesday should be a really nice day. We start the day down in the mid-60s. It'll feel a bit like fall. The high will be in the 80s for the northern half of the state. This is the precipitable water on Tuesday. And look at the shades of blue in here. Typically, you see all the yellows and the oranges. That's that really deep tropical moisture, the muggies, if you will. But a very dry air mass. And Wednesday, I think we're going to see some 50s for the northern half of the state. I mean, you walk out early Wednesday morning of next week, it will feel like fall. Now, this is Thursday. Moisture tries to creep back up in here with a few isolated showers. And a week from today, Friday, August 23rd, again, the upper high off to the west. A little weak upper low shows up southwest of here. And if that happens to be the case, we might see a definite increase in the number of at least scattered showers and storms a week from today, end of next week. Let's keep going. This is Sunday, August 25th. The ridge rebuilding, and that looks kind of hot and mostly dry. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. Notice the big spread in the members out there toward the end of August, representing some uncertainty here, but we focus on the mean, which is the green line, and still not that much. The mean is a little over 1 inch between now and the end of August. And temperatures. Today will be the hottest day. 96, hot ones. 93 tomorrow and Sunday, but look at the upper 80s. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Friday of next week, we're in the 80s. Lows next week in the 60s. The NBM here is printing 64 for Birmingham Wednesday morning, which means easily. Many spots will likely be in the 50s. That'll be outstanding. Latest long-range guidance. This is for August 23rd through August 29th. Temperatures a little above average if this works out. So did you look up and see the sunset last night? Kind of a cool look there. Had a lot of football jamborees, high school football jamborees going on, the preseason stuff, if you will, and those are crepuscular rays. Now, and I would assume most of these are looking to the west. Now, if you're looking to the east and you see those are anti-crepuscular rays. But there's always just some cool things to see when you look up. There's just some good sky optics. But a lot of folks notice those rays over the northern part of the state. Let's go down south. Panama City Beach, looking good. Again, this is a great time to go. Crowds are thin now that school is back. Boy, pretty impressive storm in Miami. Electrifying experience there. Let me tell you what, that ruined somebody's day. That was a lightning strike in Miami yesterday. All right, so today I'll be visiting some folks that are planning the Sabin Center down in Tuscaloosa. That's going to be a great operation. It's going to be on the banks of the Warrior River near the old Tuscaloosa News Building and the amphitheater, and it's going to be a part of that's going to be STEM education, science education. And we're going to try and work to make some pretty cool weather stuff in there. So I'm looking forward to meeting with some of the folks there. Tomorrow, hey, a book signing. We're going to be in Lincoln. Yeah, buddy, at Betty's Cafe. We're going to be there from 10 to 1, and we'll have all the cool weather shirts. Hey, listen, it's time to do some Christmas shopping here. We'll personally sign any book you want, the children's books, the Benny and Chipper series, The Wonder of Thunder, Prepared Not Scared, the April 27, 2011 write-up, the book called All You Can Do Is Pray, Weathering Life, all that will be there. 10 to 1, we take a lot of pictures, we have a lot of fun. If you've never been to one, You need to come. So listen, if you're in Lincoln, Hatchie, Talladega, Pell City, Anniston, Oxford, Gadsden, Asheville, any part of East Alabama. Lincoln, right off Interstate 20, Betty's Cafe, 10 to 1 tomorrow. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.